Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Trouble. Today I'm going to be doing a review of One Punch Man Chapter 203. So, once again, we didn't pick up where we left off with Sonic and Flashy Flash and Blast again, and Blast in 201. Yeah, 201. Um, but we pick up where we immediately left off in the last chapter. This chapter is called The Neo Leaders. This is where we get introduced to all the leaders of the Neo Heroes. Uh, and yeah, that's pretty much what it is. It's us getting introduced to all the leaders of the Neo Hero faction, this new faction, and we get told a little bit more about it, about how it's funded and stuff like that. So going into this, spoiler alert for you guys if you haven't read the chapter. Yeah, let's just jump right on in. So the chapter picks up exactly where we left off on the last chapter. That's with Shiryu being introduced to McCoy, Child Emperor, Metal Bat, and Second God. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce his name. I'm not sure, but it's just call him Seking for now, right? And so with his introduction, he gets a little bit of briefing on the Neo Heroes and what the Neo Heroes are and how it operates and why it exists. And and then we see none other, and then shortly after that, we see none other than Super Ally Darkshine. Darkshine is coming on as a trainer. He's going to be like training Neo Heroes or new Neo Heroes because he retired as a fighter and so he's here to train new heroes. But as Darkshine shows up and Darkshine is introducing himself and he's thanking everyone for bringing him on, he gets introduced. Someone interjects and says, I guess even people without guts can join the Neo Heroes, and this is where we get introduced to the very first leader of the Neo Heroes, and that's Rayuman. Rayuman. He's the boss. Rayuman is the boss of a gang which has 400 members, and now he finally decides to join the Neo Heroes because he wants to put his violence towards a good cause and help with and do good for society. That's what we get told about him, and I like his design too. He has actually a really cool design. I like it. And then after that, we get introduced to the other leader of the Neo Heroes Associate, Neo Hero, Neo Heroes, my bad, and that's Axel. Axel is the leader of a group of civilians. He created this group of civilians to fight to combat monsters, and because which is very inspiring, and it says that he's also very charismatic. And because of this, a lot of people wanted to join his group because he formed this group to help take down monsters. And then we get introduced to another one, and so that was Axel, and we get introduced to another one, and I'm not gonna try and pronounce his name because I have no idea how to pronounce it. But it says that this dude is a cult leader. He's a cult leader. It says he's a leader of a church, but realistically, he's a cult leader. Um, he's the founder of a church, the otherworldly reincarnation. He's the leader of a church. This church consists of 3 million people, which means that which gives the Neo Heroes a lot of power. And this is a common theme that you're going to be seeing coming up as you go through this. Is McCoy really emphasizes power. You can tell that going into this, you're gonna you immediately realize that the Neo Heroes, they aren't any better than the Hero Association, or at least they aren't going to be any better because immediately going into this, like this is a common theme if you have read the chapter, if you haven't read the chapter, is that McCoy constantly are in a constant state of reinstating like, oh, this person is going to be good because they're going to give us good help with the public, right? See, like, so these individuals, they aren't here because, oh yeah, they're very exceptional people, right? They're here because they're going to give they have something to give. They're going to make them look good. And we know that this is a power play with McCoy, and he's a pretty sleazy character. Uh, yeah, so that was the church dude, and the next dude is the bank, which is Zadat. Zadat. He's like the we get told that he's the investment. Like he's like a very wealthy man. He owns multiple companies, and and I'm gonna actually put this up on just to show you what I'm talking about. Um, the so the in a panel with him where he's being introduced, I think it's Zaking, the dude with the executive IBM guy. Sorry, I can't pronounce his name. Um, he says, he answers, and you're going to put him on the front lines. Isn't that dangerous? And his there's a thought bubble that pops up, and he from Zadat, and the thought bubble goes, poor people. And this is what I'm saying, where you're being introduced to them, and this is why I'm already so interested in seeing this going forward, because you're realizing that they aren't good people. They're shitty people. Child Emperor, or as he goes by now, Wild Emperor, is here because he's upset with the Hero Association, but and Metal Bat is also here because they're upset with the Hero Association and stuff like that. But the thing is, Child Emperor, he's so naive. Like, I don't think he realizes that he's surrounded by shitty people, because they're all very, very shitty people, very shitty and shallow people. And the next one is the girl that we were introduced to, the reason for Shiryu joining the Neo Heroes, and that being Wave. Wave. And as she arrives, Shiryu immediately begins to shoot his shot with her, and he gets burned. I don't know if that's her superpowers or anything, but she gives him this cold look, and he gets burned, and then she gives him this kind of cute, passive aggressive smile, telling him not to touch her clothes because she just ironed it and it's really hot. She introduced herself, and once again, the thing that McCoy emphasized is that she's an idol, and her fans are very fanatic about her, and she can compete with Sheet Mask, right? That's why she's here, right? So Wave introduces herself to everyone. Metal Bat asks her for an autograph for his little sister, and Child Emperor says that he listens to a lot of her songs. And Darkshine introduces himself, and that's it. And the last panel is oh shit, I forgot the name of the sumo dude. Is the sumo wrestler? I think it's name. Oh shit, what's his name? Ah, damn it, I know his name. God damn it. Ah, damn it, I forgot his name. Ah, shit, it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember it. But he shows up, and he just sort of appears next to Darkshine, which surprises Darkshine, and he asks him, "Are you really not going to fight?" Which I'm guessing that he's the Darkshine equivalent of the Neo Heroes. Yeah, so that's chapter 203 of One Punch Man. Like I said, very interested because we're getting to see the very shitty aspects of them, right? I mean, one of them is a cult leader. One of them is a businessman who's there, who I'm pretty sure is there for his own profit and his own gain. Pretty sure that's why he's here. And the other one is a cult leader. One of them is a violent gang leader. Uh, so and they're being led by McCoy, who is also shitty. And so Child Emperor is in the middle of this, and it's not gonna go well. Like it's obvious that this is not gonna work. Um, because they're just as bad. They're just as bad, uh, and I can't wait. I can't wait in the manga for Saitama to meet Child Emperor, because I'm pretty sure Saitama is going to teach Child Emperor that the way you probably should go about this isn't to create an a new one, because then the same aspects will pop up. The same corruption is going to show up. And what you should do is probably just try and make what you have better. Try and fix the Hero Association or something like that. I'm not really sure. This is just my guess. But you're seeing the very like you saw it in the last chapter where they trapped Shiryu, or where the other guys complimented the other guy for trying to trap Shiryu. Uh, uh, but now you see it even more with the introduction of these individuals. And you should have known it since McCoy was there that it was going to be corrupt. But yeah, that's One Punch Man chapter 203. There's nothing really much to say about it. It's exactly what the title says. Neo Hero leaders. It's the introduction to the leaders of the Neo Heroes, or the S class of the Neo Heroes. So yeah, that's One Punch Man chapter 203 again. Um, Tell me what you thought about the chapter if you did see it. And until next time, thank you guys for watching. Bye bye. All right.